Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. Gets around him. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line. Here we go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Jackson, options out left. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
And
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
13.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
11. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 30, and he's going to go down again. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's second down.
Push him back.
Throwing again. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Ingram's got the first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mike spot 4. Get the ball.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. And I think the ball's out. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. William Hayes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he'll escape to his left. Room past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
56. Here we go, T. Get off the field. 56. Bullet. Half. Crunch.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson options out left. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
49-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Draw play. Ingram now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On second down, it's Dixon. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Jackson options out left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Dixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 21.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
3, 2, 1, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check three.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
They run for it with Breida. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.